Time to test yourselves for the tissues exam. I'll call out the question, wait 3 seconds, and then show the answer. Let's go. Primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Stratified squamous. Structure at the end of the pointer. Basement membrane. Tissue location for the non-keratinized version. In the esophagus. Let's go. Primary tissue type. Connective. Subclass. Adipose. Least likely tissue location. In the brain and spinal cord, and major function of this tissue. Protection and support. Next, primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Simple columnar. Structure at the end of the pointer. Goblet cells. What's the special function of that structure? Single cell gland and secretes mucus. Primary tissue type. Connective. Subclass. Hyaline cartilage. Structure at the end of the pointer. Chondrocyte in lacunae. Tissue location. Around the trachea. Primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Pseudostratified columnar. Tiny structures at the end of the pointer. Cilia. Tissue location. Trachea. Primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Simple squamous. Tissue location. In the lungs. Major function of this tissue. Diffusion and filtration. Primary tissue type. Connective. Subclass. Loose connective areolar. Structure at the end of the pointer. Collagen fibers. Types of fibers present in the tissue. Elastic, collagen, and reticular. Gave you a few more seconds for that one. Primary tissue type. Connective. Subclass. Osseous. Structure the hole at the end of the pointer. Haversian canal. Structure the cell at the end of the pointer. Osteocyte. Primary tissue type. Nervous. Large cells in this tissue. Motor neuron. Location of the cell body of that large cell. Protected in the spinal cord. And major function of this tissue. Communication. Primary tissue type. Connective. Ground substance of this tissue. Plasma. Structure at the end of the pointer. Red blood cell. Major function of this tissue. Transport nutrients and waste products. Primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Transitional. Tissue location. In the bladder. Major function of this tissue. Provide stretch for the bladder. Primary tissue type. Muscular. Subclass. Cardiac muscle. Structure at the end of the pointer. Intercalated disc. Function of that structure. Allows passage of ions and nutrients. Primary tissue type. Epithelial. Subclass. Simple cuboidal. Tissue location. In the kidneys. Major function of this tissue. Absorption and secretion. Primary tissue type. Connective. Subclass. Fibrocartilage. Structure at the end of the pointer. What is that cell in that hole? Chondrocyte in the lacunae. Predominant fiber present in this tissue. Collagen. Tissue type. Muscular. Subclass. Skeletal muscle. Structure at the end of the pointer. Nucleus. Tissue location. Attached to bone. That's it.